This is Top Accolade Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. President Vladimir Putin said Russia will maintain increased attention on boosting its nuclear forces in an address to mark Thursday's Defender of the Fatherland public holiday and a day before the first anniversary of its invasion of Ukraine. Putin's comments follow a suspension of a bilateral nuclear arms control treaty with the United States. Putin said that for the first time, Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missiles, a weapon able to carry multiple nuclear warheads, would be deployed this year. Russia is due to begin military exercises with China in South Africa on Friday and has sent a frigate equipped with the hypersonic missiles on the eve of the February 24th anniversary of the invasion of Ukraine. Putin and US President Joe Biden had engaged in verbal sparring, highlighting the global tensions between the superpowers. Israel has bombed the Gaza Strip after Palestinian fighters launched several rockets from the besieged coastal enclave amid tensions over an Israeli raid that killed at least 11 Palestinians in the occupied West Bank city of Nablus. The attacks early on Thursday sent plumes of black smoke rising over one of the targeted locations north of Gaza City. Hours earlier, rockets fired from the Gaza Strip lit up the night sky and triggered sirens in the Israeli cities of Sderot and Ashkelon. There were no immediate reports of casualties. Palestinian witnesses said they saw at least 8 rockets fired, while the Israeli military put the number of projectiles at 6. The Israeli military said its air defense system intercepted 5 of the rockets, while the 6th fell in an uninhabited area. No Palestinian group has yet claimed responsibility for Thursday's rocket fire. Human rights groups have urged Malaysia to investigate conditions at migrant detention centers after the government said 150 foreigners, including 7 children, died at the facilities last year. In a written reply this week to a question in Parliament, Malaysia's Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said 7 children and 25 women were among those who died in detention last year. He did not disclose the cause of death or the number of foreigners held in detention. Last July, Malaysia said there were 17,703 foreigners in its detention facilities. Amnesty International called on the government to take action to prevent people's death in detention. According to activists and interviews with former detainees by pressmen, Malaysia's detention centers are crowded and unhygienic, and detainees have inadequate access to food, water, and health care. Mercedes-Benz said on Wednesday it has teamed up with Google on navigation and will offer supercomputer-like performance in every car with automated driving sensors as it seeks to compete with Tesla and Chinese newcomers. Automakers new and old are racing to match software-powered features pioneered by Tesla, which allow for vehicle performance, battery range, and self-driving capabilities to be updated from a distance. The German car maker agreed to share revenue with semiconductor maker Nvidia Core, its partner on automated driving software since 2020, to bring down the upfront cost of buying expensive high-powered semiconductors, Chief Executive Ola Kalenius said on Wednesday. But only customers paying for an extra option package would have cars equipped with LiDAR sensor technology and other hardware for automated level 3 driving, which have a higher variable cost, Kalenius said. Self-driving sensor maker Lumina Technologies, in which Mercedes owns a small stake, said on Wednesday it struck a multi-billion-dollar deal with the car maker to integrate its sensors across a broad range of its vehicles by the middle of the decade, sending Lumina shares up over 25%. The 18 presidential candidates of Nigeria's general election have signed a second peace accord in the capital, Abuja, in a bid to prevent unrest surrounding the February 25th polls. The pact is to ensure, in quote, the conduct of free, fair, credible, transparent, and verifiable elections cognizant of the need to maintain a peaceful environment before, during, and after the 2023 general elections, and to place national interest above personal and partisan concerns. An earlier agreement had been signed in September 2022, which former military head of state and retired General Abdulsalam Abubakar said had been violated numerous times. The Tuesday evening signing, organized by the National Peace Committee and the Kuka Leadership Center, an Abuja-based think tank, was in the presence of President Muhammadu Buhari and other African and international leaders and diplomats. Committee officials said the accord was meant to bind political parties, candidates, and their supporters to resort to constitutional means if they are dissatisfied with electoral outcomes. That is the size of top accolade global news updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Thursday.